54 years later, a successful recording career behind us, millions of records sold, and you know, gosh, we had the time of our life.
It's been quite the journey for former April Wine drummer Ritchie Henman. Through this biography, High Adventure, Tales of Canadian Rock and Roll Survival, he's hoping to share the story of his musical journey, full of ups and downs, and how it brought him here today.
For a little kid from Chester Basin, tiny little village, Chester Basin, Nova Scotia, to have experienced all these things, all these adventures with bands, recording, touring, meeting prominent people in the industry. And I thought, I better write it all down, because if I don't, the day will come when I'll forget it all. So it was 1957, and I was 8 years old, playing in the upstairs bedroom of our tiny house with my brother David, when something happened that would, in the space of 2.5 minutes, set the course of our entire lives.
April Wine was formed in late 1969. The band consisted of Henman, his brother David, their cousin Jimmy, and their childhood friend Miles Goodwin. They took a chance on themselves and moved from Nova Scotia to Montreal in April of 1970.
We took a chance and just came here and knocked on doors, and our timing was perfect. We were right in sync with that new CRTC ruling that mandated 30% content on Canadian radio. Therefore, when we got here and knocked on doors, the doors opened because they were looking for bands doing original material. How lucky is that? Here, that was our first gold record. That was for our second album. And then all the bands who were on the greatest hits albums in 1979 and 81 got the platinum and the double platinum albums for those record sales.
The family favorite souvenir, this 7-Up can.
That is just incredible. You had to collect all the faces of each band. And so, of course, for April Wine, you had to collect me and Miles and David and Jimmy Clench. But they picked a couple of pictures to put on the outside of the can. So for the summer of '72, I had my face on the outside of every 7-Up can in the country.
In 1973, Henman and his brother decided to leave the band.
Those of us who left the band became fans of the new band that kept Miles and Jimmy Clench was our second bass player. The two of them kept the name and built it into an empire eventually over a period of years. And the rest of us, remained big fans of the band. We'd go to their recording sessions, go to their shows. We were happy with what we did, and we all had great adventures musically after that. I had some great recording bands for the rest of the 70s through 1980. So I got everything I wanted out of the industry. We don't all get into something like that with only for the reason of becoming a superstar and on every magazine and every time you turn on the TV. It has more to do with the music. For us, it's the art itself. And whatever level we work at it is what it is. We don't, just because it's not the number one worldwide doesn't discourage you from continuing with the inspiration. We're just guys who want to play and entertain people, is what it comes down to.
In Montreal, Adriana Gentile, City News.